Yeah, there we go. Okay, so welcome to today's session. It's all about healthy living, and hopefully you'll be able to learn some benefits in terms of physical and mental well-being. So first things first, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Rachel. I'm the trainer for today. My location is Durham. I'm in Durham today, sunny old Durham. It's absolutely pouring down. And I just want to know something about you. So in terms of healthy living, I thought I'd link it. So what's your healthy snack? My favorite healthy snack, well, I wouldn't say healthy. I like a banana. That's my favorite healthy snack. So over to you guys. Just name, location today. You can tell me if it's raining or snowing, and your favorite snack.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm Pete. I'm in Milton Keynes, which is also tipping it down with rain this morning. I was going to go out and get a 20-minute walk in this morning, but I didn't want to get wet, so I'll save that till later. My favourite healthy snack, I love cold peppers cut into strips. So yeah, if I want something and I want to be good, but I want to feel like I've had something that I like, have a cold pepper. Red, yellow, or orange, green, I can't eat cold, but yeah.
That's a good one. Dip it in hummus. There's a good tip.
Yeah. I was trying to be healthy.
Over to you, Maria.
Hi, I'm Maria. I'm based down in Rochester, and yeah, it's trying to rain. I've managed to get out and walk the dog this morning, so that's nice. A good thing. The thing I like is Greek yogurt, preferably Rachel's Greek yogurt with honey, a bit of fruit, and some granola on top.
Nice, that does sound very good. So hopefully I'll be able to open your mind to healthy snacks, healthy swaps today, and we'll talk a little bit about exercise as well. So let me just share my slides for you. You should be able to see this now. Yeah, so let's get into it. So this is the agenda today. As I said, it's just going to be a bit fluid, it's more of a workshop, so please interject if you've got any questions or comments. We're going to go through what does healthy living mean to us. It'll be different to everyone. Keep an active physical activity and how we can add that into our busy working week. Eating well and nutrition, helpful resources and further support. And we'll do a bit of a quiz at the end. So I'll be testing your knowledge and how you've listened, and then a Q&A at the end. So start with the main question. What does healthy living mean to you? So let me just unshare. I'm going to bring up a whiteboard. Hopefully this will work. And then we can just kind of spider diagram some of our ideas. So let it just load. Takes a second. It's like my brain. Okay, so what does healthy living mean to you? What does it include? So just give me some ideas.
Oh, sorry,
Sorry, can you see it?
It's asking me to sign in.
Oh, ignore that. So shall I start that again, actually?
I might have clicked on it. It was asking me to click on things, so I was clicking on things, and then it took me to...
it's telling me the same thing.
Right, so what I'll do is I'll write it in the chat, so our brainstorm is captured there.
Great.
So what does healthy living mean to you? So I would say, to start us off, I think well-being for me is certainly what I would say healthy living, and it helps to kind of go towards healthy living. What do you guys think? What does it mean?
Right now I feel guilt trip because I know I don't do enough of it.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to turn your mind around.
For me, I think it's definitely the willpower to get up and do something. I think I focus on the big goal. Like for me today, it's going swimming, and I like to walk to the pool, but it's raining.
Yeah.
So as long as I can get my costume on and out the door, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's the first step, isn't it?
It is,
for me, healthy living and making that choice regularly.
It is. It's little wins that you don't necessarily. This is hopefully what the training course is going to help to understand. Is it's not going to the gym for 2 hours and lifting weights and doing 60 minutes of cardio. It's not. It's those little things. It's like taking the steps rather than lift. It sounds simple, but it's just those mindset changes.
Yeah.
So what about you, Maria? What does healthy living mean to you?
I think for me, it's about discipline. You know, it's kind of, I've got all the head knowledge of what I should be doing, but it's that willpower and that discipline of actually just building it into my routine and that sort of thing. Yeah, and I think it's about healthy living is, it starts in your mind, doesn't it? For me, anyway.
100%. I think that's correct. So we've got a few ideas on here. So it's nutrition, it's physical exercise, really. It's lifestyle, it's what's in your head, like your mindset. It's the balance, it's the weight, it's making sure that you've got a healthy work-life balance, and to be able to maintain the healthy living that you want to. So in terms of a definition of healthy living, hopefully you can see my screen again.
Yeah.
Healthy living is having the opportunity and capability and motivation to act in a way that positively affects your physical and mental well-being. So paying attention to what you eat, being physically active, learning more about your food and yourself can help you meet those healthy goals. So again, as I said earlier, it's different to everyone. Healthy living means something very different to all ages, all people. It's whatever it means to you. So just a few facts for you. So keeping active and physical exercise is what we're going to focus on first. So how much exercise do we need per week to be healthy? So it's 2.5 hours per week. When you break that down, it doesn't sound very much. It's 30 minutes. So whether that's, I don't know, walking to work from the tube station, walking back and two, it's walking the dog, it's going up the stairs a couple of times. That's all it needs. It just means your heart rate is increasing, basically. So children under 5 who can walk unaided, they need at least 3 hours per day. They're going to be very physical anyway, running around. And over 5s need 1 hour per day. So we've got a bit of a matching exercise for you. So 40%, so one of these statements is linked to 40%. So is it 40% of women in the UK meet the recommended guidelines for physical activity? Is it 40% of children meet the recommended guidelines, or is it 40% of men in the UK? What would you say? Have a guess.
Sorry, go on, Maria.
No, go on, you go.
I was going to say, I don't think it's women.
Confident.
So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it through my lens rather than a wider lens, but I'll go with men.
Okay. Maria, anything different?
I'm probably reading too much into the statement, to be honest. I'd probably go kids.
Okay, right. The answer is it's men. So 40% of men actually meet the UK recommended physical activity. So 28%, is it women, is it children, or is it men meet the recommended guidelines? What do you think? So it's not men, because we've just wiped that out with 40%. So is it women or children, do you think?
They're women.
Women? Pete, anything different?
Well, in my head, I thought children would be higher than 40%. That's why I went with men.
Yeah.
So I'll go with women.
It is correct. Well done. It's women. And this is a different statement. So 1 out of 8 is it children get the right amount of exercise per week, adults are clinically obese, and over 60s get the right amount of exercise. Which one do you think? 1 in 8.
Adults are clinically obese.
Do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, actually.
Well, surprisingly, it's children get the right amount of exercise. So, as you can see, they don't currently get the right amount of exercise, which is why we work in a trampoline park, isn't it? And making sure they get the right amount, and rather than sitting on their iPads during the summer holidays. So I've got a quick video. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Actually, it's not a video. I lied. So this is just an infographic, and I'm going to drop this to you guys after this training course, just so you've got access to it. And it's going to be on Elevate as well, our LXP platform. So it's a few tips to increase your physical activity. So just things like I said earlier, taking the stairs. It's just getting out there with your friends. If it's walking as part of your commute, taking regular breaks is really important, which we all probably don't do enough of during the day. making sure you go out for 15 minutes on your lunch hour. It's just those little changes that it really affect. So here we go. Hopefully you can hear this. So this is what happens inside your body when you exercise. I'll pop the subtitles on as well, so you'll be able to hear it.
No sound currently.
Risk of heart and circulatory disease by 35%. When you are active, the heat produced by your muscles increases your body temperature, making you feel warmer. Your heart starts to beat faster, pumping more blood to the muscles you are using. Your heart is also a muscle. If you are active regularly, it gets bigger and stronger. Your muscles are working harder, so they need more oxygen. You start to breathe faster, so your blood can pick up more oxygen from your lungs. Your lungs work harder to make this happen. Once your blood has picked up oxygen, it moves to the muscles you are using, giving them the extra oxygen they need. If you are active regularly, more capillaries grow in the muscles you've been working. This is one reason why activity starts to feel easier over time. Getting active is great for people with diabetes. If you have type 2 diabetes, you have too much glucose in your blood, probably because you don't have enough insulin. Physical activity helps you use the insulin you do have. It also helps your cells use glucose, even when there is no insulin. Regular physical activity can improve your memory and attention span. Over time, the bit of the brain involved in memory and learning seems to get bigger. Long-term physical activity leads to a lower resting heart rate and lower blood pressure. This helps cut your risk of heart and circulatory disease. And there are more reasons to smile. When you're active, your brain produces chemicals called endorphins. These reduce feelings of pain and make you feel more positive. Getting active cuts down on stress hormones, reducing anxiety. Combine activity with a balanced diet, and you'll help yourself reach and maintain a healthy weight. Aim for 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week. Try to be active every day. Every 10 minutes counts.
So that's just a quick video. I thought it was quite interesting to understand what your body does when you exercise and how it really affects it. So let me just share my slides again. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see my slides?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're going to go on to eating well and nutrition. I've got a couple of facts, then we're going to play a bit of a game, which I think will blow your mind because it definitely did when I was putting this together. So how much exercise do we need to be? No, how much exercise? Is it eating well? Eat at least 5 portions of fruit and veg. How many of us can actually say that? Do you think we do? I certainly don't. I try as much as I can to add it into each meal, but I don't think I eat 5 portions. Carbs, so choose whole grain rather than white. So if you're choosing white rice, choose whole grain rice. Same with pasta. It's just I don't think it tastes any different. It's just that mindset of when you see white rice or when you see white pasta, you just need to go, I'm going to go for the brown version or the whole grain version. Same with breads. Dairy, choose a lower fat and low sugar options. You can see all of these cheeses with low sugar and low fat now, whereas I don't think there wasn't any option before. There was cheese or cheese. So there are definitely much more healthier options out there available. Eat more beans and pulses and 2 portions of sustainably sourced meat or fish, and eat less red meat and processed meat. So let me just move on to the next slide. So again, just some healthy swaps. So full fat milks to semi-skimmed and skimmed. Add dry fruit or honey instead of a bucket load of sugar onto your cereal. It's just that mindset. That's all it is. Swap white bread for whole grain. Avoid sauces like mayonnaise. When you have a sandwich, it's usually the sauce that adds on those calories. It's not actually the fillings. It's not the meat or the lettuce or cucumber, etc. Swap creamy sauces if you're going to have it over a piece of chicken. Use tomato-based sauces. It's got less sugar, it's got less fat. And try grilling instead of frying anything really. I always say it's a rainbow plate, so I add as many vegetables as I can to my plate. For instance, if you're having a Sunday dinner, have different coloured vegetables. It gives you more goodness really. So I've got a quick video on healthy food swaps, which is quite an interesting one. It's got the link behind it. If it doesn't work, I'll pop it in the chat. It's not working. I'll pop the link in the chat and I'll pop it on our LXP as well. But there's also a really good guideline. It's called nhs.uk and it's Live Well, Eat Well food guidelines. And it's a really good document. I'll drop that to you guys afterwards. So we're going to play a guessing game now. Now, this one really blew my mind when I was having a look at these calories in these things. So what do you think has the most calories? So is it a medium blueberry muffin or is it a cupcake with toppings? What do you think has the most calories in it? I guess.
I'd say the cupcake because of the amount of sugar in the topping.
I'd say muffin.
Okay, so yeah, it is actually the muffin. The muffin has 300 calories and the cupcake has 200 calories, believe it or not. And it's amazing when people walk into Starbucks and think, actually, I'll get a blueberry muffin. It's a healthy start to the day. It's not. So muffins are soft, sweet, and they're loaded with sugar and oil. Just a tip, go for the smaller option. Even with the frosting, it is less calories than the actual muffin. They're really dense, which is not a good thing. It's a bit like bread. But it's definitely a mindset change, because when you look for your healthy option on a morning, you think, oh, I'll have that instead of a bacon sandwich. It'll be much healthier. It's actually not. So there we go. There's the calorie intake.
That gives me license to have the cupcake, which would be my preference.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe I won't pass Lola's and ignore it so much.
No. So Lola's is my favourite. Right, what do you think? So more calories. Do you think it's the piece of steak? So this is a 3.5 ounce of sirloin steak, or it's a cup of soybeans. What do you think has the most calories in it?
Soybeans.
Maria, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think protein content. Yeah, I'd probably guess soybeans as well.
Yeah, that's correct. So the steak has 200 calories and the soybeans have 300. So soybeans are a great source of protein for meatless eaters, so vegans, vegetarians, but they're actually high in calories. And steak that doesn't have the marble of fat running through it or isn't covered in butter and oil is much more healthy. So there you go. That's another tip. Oh, nearly showed you the answer to that. So what do you think has the most calories? A slice of pizza, this is just a slice of cheese pizza, or 8 pieces of sushi roll?
I'd like to think it was the pizza. I pray to God it's the pizza.
Go for it. Maria, what do you think?
I do like a bit of sushi, but I guess it's without white rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd assume the pizza as well.
Well, I'm making you disappointed here. So it's 250 for a slice of pizza and it's actually 300 calories. So everyone, I think it's advertised as like a low calorie option, sushi. But if you look into it and what's in it, there's actually very little protein, and the white rice, certainly it just knocks up those calories. So toppings like spicy mayo, tempura flakes, they add unknown calories to what you think is a healthy lunchtime option. So there you go. You can have a few slices of pizza to the sushis. Yes.
I do have a however.
Yeah.
If I had 8 pieces of sushi roll, that's going to keep me full all afternoon, whereas one slice of pizza wouldn't.
That is true. And
for the extra 50 calories, extra 50 calories, I might be tempted.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Like, you would probably on average have 2 or 3 slices of pizza, which knocks it up to 500 to 700. So yeah, absolutely. But remember those white rices.
My digestive system would process the sushi better than it does the pizza.
Yes, correct. Next one, peanut butter. So this is 2 tablespoons of peanut butter or 1 avocado.
Avocado.
You think it has more calories?
Yeah.
I'd say peanut butter.
So both of these are good in healthy fats. They're very high in healthy fats. They're actually good for you, so even the peanut butter. But yes, 1 avocado has a little bit more calories again. I think, as you said with the pizza, it's probably more filling than 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, because you'll need the slice of bread or something to put the peanut butter onto. So,
having done Slimming World, I just remember that avocados were like massive points.
Yeah, they are, surprisingly.
And it's making me want peanut butter on toast now.
I love peanut butter. So grapes, so this is half a cup of grapes or half a cup of raisins. What do you think?
Raisins.
Raisins higher in calories. Pete, what do you think?
I think grapes are quite sugary, although they are. Oh gosh, it's a tough one.
This is
but they give raisins to kids as snacks.
True.
So I'll go grapes on that basis.
Okay, so this one really blew my mind when I did this. So this is 30 calories for grapes, very good healthy snack, and 220 calories for the raisins. Wow. Because raisins are made of grapes, obviously, made from grapes. They contain much more calories because when they're dried into raisins, the amount of sugar in each grape becomes more concentrated and you lose the water. So it's just like having a cup of sugar, really. There you go. People always think when they go to health food shops, there's always dried fruit. It's actually worse for you than an actual piece of fruit, because you get the water, you get the minerals. Whereas when you dry the fruit, it just takes out that and makes it more concentrated. And
it's the same, isn't it? When you put them into a smoothie, when you change the constitution of the fruit, the sugar balance changes. Yeah.
But yeah, that one. A waffle or a bowl of granola?
I think the granola's got more calories.
Yeah, it's definitely more sugar content, I'd say.
Yeah, so that's another one. I think everyone thinks, oh, granola is a healthy snack. It's not. It's full of sugar. So there is 180 calories with milk at least, if you're having a breakfast choice. But again, you're not going to have a plain waffle.
Oh, no, I was just about to say, when I put the ton of maple syrup on the waffle.
Yeah, maple syrup and loads of Nutella and everything else. So just to kind of finish off, we've got some links in here. I'll share these slides after. But as I mentioned, the NHS healthy eating guide in here. There's a couple of different podcasts, some apps on here that will help to get active, to eat well. Just to kind of have after this training course, and it wouldn't be a training course without a quick quiz. So healthy living is having the opportunity and capability and blank to act in a way that positively affects your physical and mental well-being. Is it motivation, drive, or ability? What do you think?
Motivation.
Correct. How many minutes of exercise should adults have to stay healthy per day? 60, 30, 15?
30.
30, yeah. So it's 2.5 hours a week. Which of these foods have more calories? Half a cup of grapes or half a cup of raisins? Hopefully you remembered that one, because that was the mind blower.
Raisins.
Yeah, correct. What could you add to your cereal or morning instead of sugar?
Honey,
yeah. Regular physical activity helps your memory and attention span. True or false?
True. That's the thing that's making me definitely going to go to me, because my memory's awful.
True. It really does. Yes.
Might help with my brain fog as well.
Yeah, hopefully. Just to finish off, we'll just go through the agenda and tick what we've gone through. So we had a discussion about what healthy living means. We looked at keeping active and physical activity and some tips. We looked at eating well and some swaps that we can do, helpful resources and further support, and just a bit of a Q&A. So any questions to finish off the session? Hopefully that helped you learn a couple of things, even if you took away one healthy option and just something to help you promote your healthy living. Is there any questions from anyone? Let me just unshare.
No questions. For me, it was just the understanding, because you know that exercise is good for you, but actually the mental piece I think is quite important, and kind of just thinking about lowering anxiety and stress levels and helping with memory. Because if you said, oh, you know, I could give you this pill, Pete, and it'll help with your memory, I'd be like, thank you very much, but actually I can do it myself. I can just do a bit more exercise. And I like the bit when you said every 10 minutes counts. So if I feel like I've only got out for 10 minutes and I feel a bit disappointed with myself, actually I should be banking it and thinking, well, it's better than doing nothing.
Absolutely, it really is. It's the small wins. Let me drop I've got a document, it's like an infographic. It's really helpful to add in, to be able to add in little changes into your busy work week, because we all know it's hard to fit in movement when you're sat at a computer for 9 hours solidly, which we shouldn't be doing. But I've just dropped that into the chat.
Thank you.
Easy ways to fit movement in. Any questions from you, Maria?
No, again, it was really interesting. I'm just now having all my flashbacks of where I'll just likely just to lay down for 10 minutes instead of going for a walk for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we all need a rest, and sleep is certainly on the agenda. But cool. Hopefully that's helped you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Let me stop recording.